Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is all about one of the most familiar coins in American pocket change, the Jefferson nickel. While it may seem like an ordinary 5-cent coin, certain rare varieties of the Monticello Jefferson nickel have become extremely valuable in the collector's market. Some of these coins, depending on their mint mark, condition, and unique minting errors, have sold for thousands of dollars at auction. In this video, we will explore the top 2 most valuable Jefferson nickel coins along with other rare varieties that could turn a simple 5-cent coin into a hidden treasure. So let's get started. First up, the 1964 Jefferson nickel with the D mint mark, an ordinary-looking coin that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. Even in rusty or worn condition, certain examples of this coin can surprise you with hidden value. In this video, we'll explore the history, features, rarity, and market value of this fascinating piece of American coinage, and why collectors continue to hunt for it. The Jefferson nickel, first introduced in 1938, replaced the Buffalo nickel and features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his famous home, Monticello, on the reverse. By 1964, the United States Mint was producing massive quantities of coins due to a nationwide coin shortage. The Denver Mint, indicated by the D mint mark, struck hundreds of millions of these nickels. Because of this high production, many people assume all 1964 D nickels are common and worthless. However, within this large mintage lies a hidden world of rare varieties, mint errors, and high-grade specimens that can command impressive prices in the collector market. The 1964 D Jefferson nickel carries the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson facing left, along with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty 1964." On the reverse, Monticello is prominently displayed, with "E pluribus unum" above and 5 cents and "United States of America" below. What makes certain coins special are subtle details, sharp strikes, full steps on Monticello, and the presence of rare minting errors such as doubled dies or off-center strikes. Even coins described as rusty or heavily toned may have unique surface characteristics that attract collectors, especially if the toning is natural and visually appealing. While millions of 1964 D nickels were minted, true rarity comes from condition and uniqueness. Coins with full steps on Monticello, where the steps are clearly defined and unbroken, are highly sought after. Additionally, era coins from this year can be extremely valuable. Collectors also look for nickels that have survived in uncirculated or near-perfect conditions, which are much harder to find than worn examples. Interestingly, even circulated or rusty coins can gain attention if they display unusual toning, errors, or die varieties. The demand remains strong because Jefferson nickels are widely collected, and enthusiasts are always searching for standout pieces. In average circulated condition, a typical 1964 D Jefferson nickel may only be worth a few cents above face value. However, the story changes dramatically when you consider condition and rarity. High-grade uncirculated examples with strong details can sell for $129,000. Coins with full steps designation can reach several $129,000 depending on quality. Rare era coins or exceptional specimens have been known to sell for over $129,000 at auction. Even toned or rusty coins, if visually striking or unique, can attract niche collectors willing to pay a premium. For collectors, to carefully examine every 1964 D nickel you come across. Look closely at the steps of Monticello, check for unusual doubling in the lettering, and inspect the coin's surface for unique toning patterns. Avoid cleaning the coin, as this can significantly reduce its value. Instead, preserve it in its natural state. Using proper storage methods, such as coin holders or albums, can help maintain its condition. Most importantly, consider having potentially valuable coins graded by a professional service, as certification can greatly increase their market appeal and value. The 1964 D Jefferson nickel proves that even the most common coins can hold extraordinary potential. From its rich historical background to the subtle features that define its rarity, this coin continues to captivate collectors around the world. Whether you find one in pristine condition or a worn, rusty example, it's always worth taking a closer look. You might just be holding a hidden treasure. Next up, the 1964 Jefferson nickel with the D mint mark, specifically in circulated fine condition. While it may not shine like an uncirculated coin, this modest piece still holds a unique place in the collector market. Many collectors overlook circulated coins, but as you'll discover, even a well-used nickel can carry hidden potential and unexpected value in today's auction world. The Jefferson nickel was introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and has remained a staple of U.S. coinage ever since. By the year 1964, the United States was experiencing a coin shortage, leading to an increase in production across all mints. The Denver Mint, identified by the D mint mark on the reverse side of the coin, produced a massive number of nickels that year. Because of this high mintage, the 1964 D Jefferson nickel is often considered common at first glance. However, this era also produced coins with subtle variations, strong strikes, and collectible features that make certain examples far more desirable than others even in circulated fine condition. The obverse of the coin features a detailed portrait of Thomas Jefferson, along with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year 1964. On the reverse, the iconic Monticello building stands prominently, accompanied by "E Pluribus Unum, United States of America," and 5 cents. In circulated fine condition, the coin will show moderate wear, with some smoothing on Jefferson's hair and Monticello's steps, yet the main design elements remain clear and readable. What makes certain coins stand out are sharper than average details, visible step lines, and natural toning that gives the coin a distinctive appearance. These subtle characteristics can significantly increase collector interest. Although millions of 1964 D nickels were produced, true rarity is determined by condition, eye appeal, and unique features. Coins in fine condition are widely available, but not all are equal. Some pieces retain stronger detail, better surfaces, or attractive toning that sets them apart. Additionally, collectors actively search for coins with minor mint errors or die variations, even in circulated grades. The demand for Jefferson nickels remains steady due to their affordability and the challenge of completing full collections. As a result, even circulated coins with standout qualities can attract serious attention from collectors. In general, a standard 1964 D Jefferson nickel in circulated fine condition may be worth only a small premium above its face value, often ranging from $56 million depending on overall appearance. However, coins with better than average detail, appealing toning, or minor errors can fetch higher prices, sometimes reaching $56 million or more. If a circulated coin displays unusual characteristics or belongs to a recognized variety, its value can increase significantly at auction. While it may not reach the high prices of uncirculated or full steps examples, there is still a strong niche market for well-preserved circulated coins. When examining a 1964 D nickel in circulated condition, pay close attention to the clarity of the design, especially Jefferson's profile and the structure of Monticello. Look for coins with less wear, sharper lines, and any signs of unique toning. Avoid cleaning the coin, as this can reduce its value and desirability among collectors. Instead, keep it in a safe holder to preserve its natural state. Learning to subtle differences in strike quality and surface condition can make a big difference in identifying a more valuable piece. Over time, building knowledge and experience will help you recognize coins that stand out from the ordinary. The 1964 D Jefferson nickel in circulated fine condition may seem like a humble coin, but it carries a rich history and hidden potential that continues to intrigue collectors. While most examples remain modest in value, those with unique features, strong detail, or appealing toning can command surprising prices in the market. This coin serves as a reminder that value isn't always about perfection. Sometimes, even a well-worn piece of history can hold a story worth far more than 5 cents. You're welcome. If you want, I can also create a full YouTube outro with a call to action like subscribe, like, and comment to make your video more engaging. Next up, the 1944 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in yellow fine condition. While coins in fine condition may show signs of circulation, Their rarity and historical significance often make them highly desirable for collectors and investors alike. The 1944 Jefferson nickel represents an important period in U.S. history, and even coins without a mint mark can hold surprising value. In this video, we will explore the history of this nickel, its unique features, why it is sought after by collectors, its current market value, and tips for those hoping to add it to their collection. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938 to replace the Buffalo nickel, with a design by Felix Schlag honoring Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. On the obverse, Jefferson's portrait captures his distinguished profile, while the reverse showcases Monticello, Jefferson's iconic Virginia estate. The year 1944 is particularly significant because it falls in the midst of World War II, a period during which coin production faced various challenges. Notably, the without mint mark 1944 nickels were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not place a mint mark on coins at that time. This makes the coin historically interesting, as it connects directly to the home front economy of the United States during the war. The coin's composition at this time was a standard copper-nickel alloy, continuing the pre-war design and maintaining its place in everyday American commerce. The 1944 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark features several distinctive elements. On the obverse, Jefferson's profile is detailed and precise, with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," and the year 1944 clearly visible. On the reverse, Monticello is depicted with remarkable architectural detail, framed by the words, "E pluribus unum," and "United States of America." What makes this particular coin special in yellow fine condition is the natural toning it has developed over decades. The yellow coloration is a result of natural oxidation and aging, giving the coin a warm, golden appearance that is highly attractive to collectors. Even in fine condition, the coin retains clear details of Jefferson's hair, the Monticello steps, and the inscriptions, which enhances both its visual appeal and its numismatic value. Although millions of 1944 Jefferson nickels were minted, finding one without a mint mark in yellow fine condition is relatively rare. The passage of time, circulation, and natural wear have caused many of these coins to lose their original detail or develop heavy toning that obscures key features. Collectors value coins in fine condition because they strike a balance between age and preservation, maintaining enough detail to appreciate the craftsmanship of the design while showcasing the coin's journey through decades of circulation. Additionally, coins from the 1940s are of particular interest due to their historical context, connecting collectors to an era of significant national and global events. This combination of rarity, historical significance, and visual appeal drives high demand among numismatists. The value of a 1944 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in yellow fine condition can vary significantly depending on its overall preservation, toning, and market demand. Generally, circulated coins from this year may sell for $192,000 million. However, examples that retain exceptional detail, exhibit unique toning, or are certified by a reputable grading service can reach higher prices at auction, sometimes fetching several $192,000 million. Coins with a compelling historical story or exceptional eye appeal often attract competitive bidding, demonstrating that even circulated nickels from the mid-20th century can command impressive sums in the collector market. For collectors interested in acquiring a 1944 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in yellow fine condition, there are several important tips. First, always verify authenticity through professional grading or a reputable dealer, especially when the coin displays unique coloration or signs of natural toning. Avoid harsh cleaning or polishing, as this can reduce the coin's value and damage the delicate surface. Study the details of Jefferson nickel designs and minting characteristics to recognize subtle anomalies or variations that may increase value. Keep an eye on auctions, coin shows, and estate sales, as rare coins often appear unexpectedly. Patience and careful research are key to acquiring valuable coins that can enhance any collection. The 1944 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in yellow fine condition is a remarkable piece of U.S. coinage, combining historical significance, visual appeal, and collector demand. From Jefferson's enduring legacy to its connection with the Philadelphia Mint during World War II, This coin represents more than just 5 cents, it is a tangible link to American history. Even in circulated condition, its rarity and distinctive yellow toning make it a sought-after piece for collectors and investors alike. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or just beginning your collection, keep an eye out for these hidden treasures, as sometimes the most ordinary-looking coin can hold extraordinary value. Next up, the 1983 Jefferson nickel with a D mint mark. While many people pass these nickels over as everyday change, certain examples, depending on their condition, rarity, and unique features, can hold significant value in the collector market. From circulated coins showing signs of wear to near-perfect uncirculated specimens, the 1983 D. Jefferson nickel offers a glimpse into U.S. minting history while presenting opportunities for collectors to uncover hidden treasures. In this video, we'll dive into its history, examine its unique features, explore why collectors highly demand it, discuss its current market value, and share tips for anyone hoping to find one. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of U.S. coinage since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, with a design created by Felix Schlag. It honors Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, featuring his portrait on the obverse and Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia home, on the reverse. By 1983, Jefferson nickels were widely circulated, yet coins from this year are noteworthy because the minting process continued to refine precision and design detail. The D mint mark indicates that this coin was produced at the Denver Mint, which is known for its careful quality control. Although millions of 1983 D nickels were minted, the condition of the coin, whether it's circulated, lightly worn, or uncirculated, plays a major role in its collector value today. The 1983 D. Jefferson nickel exhibits all the hallmarks of the classic Monticello design. On the obverse, Jefferson's profile is finely detailed, accompanied by the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," and the year, 1983. On the reverse, Monticello stands as a symbol of Jefferson's legacy, surrounded by "E Pluribus Unum" and "United States of America." One of the unique features of coins from 1983 is the variety of conditions in which they appear today. Circulated coins may display minor scratches and surface wear, while uncirculated coins retain sharp details, brilliant luster, and a clean, untarnished surface. Collectors often seek out coins that preserve the original striking quality, or those with unusual toning or minor minting anomalies, as these features can elevate the coin's rarity and value. The 1983 D. Jefferson nickel was produced in large quantities. Rarity is defined by condition and unique attributes. Coins in exceptional condition or with distinct features such as doubling, die errors, or unusual toning can be scarce and highly desirable. Collectors are particularly drawn to these coins to complete high-quality Jefferson nickel collections or to acquire examples of coins that stand out from ordinary circulation. The combination of historical significance, visual appeal, and the ability to identify subtle anomalies has created sustained demand in the numismatic community, especially for coins that have been preserved in pristine condition. The value of a 1983 D. Jefferson nickel depends heavily on its condition and any unique characteristics it may have. Typical circulated examples generally sell for a few dollars, while higher-grade coins in uncirculated condition or coins with special features can command significantly higher prices. At auction, rare or well-preserved 1983 D nickels have been known to reach prices from $9 million, depending on collector interest, grading, and provenance. Coins that are certified by professional grading services, or those exhibiting rare minting anomalies, often achieve the highest values. This shows that even relatively modern nickels can have considerable appeal and monetary potential. For collectors interested in acquiring a 1983 D. Jefferson nickel, several tips can help maximize success. First, always verify the coin's authenticity and consider professional grading if it appears to be in exceptional condition. Avoid cleaning or polishing, as this can reduce value and damage the coin's natural surface. Pay attention to subtle design details and minting characteristics, which may reveal rare varieties or anomalies. Regularly monitor auctions, coin shops, and estate sales, as valuable coins can appear unexpectedly. Patience, research, and a keen eye for detail are essential in building a high-quality Jefferson nickel collection. The 1983 D. Jefferson nickel is a compelling example of mid-20th century U.S. coinage. Whether circulated with signs of everyday use or preserved in mint condition, these coins offer both historical significance and collector appeal. With their connection to Thomas Jefferson, the Denver Mint, and the ongoing legacy of the Monticello design, they provide a tangible link to American history. For collectors, understanding the nuances of condition, rarity, and market value is key to uncovering hidden treasures among what might otherwise appear to be everyday coins. Always keep your eyes open, because sometimes even the most common-looking nickel can hold extraordinary value. Next up, the 1963 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in fine condition. While many nickels from this era are common in circulation, certain examples, especially those in fine condition, are highly sought after by collectors due to their historical significance, design features, and rarity. This video will take you through the history of this coin, its unique characteristics, why it attracts collector demand, its current market value, and expert tips for collectors hoping to add this rare nickel to their collection. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, with a design by Felix Schlag honoring Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. The obverse of the coin features Jefferson's profile, while the reverse displays Monticello, his iconic Virginia home. The year 1963 is significant in numismatics because it was part of the final era before major changes in U.S. coin production and design adjustments later in the 1960s. Coins without a mint mark were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not imprint its coins with a mint mark at that time. This makes the 1963 Philadelphia struck nickels particularly interesting to collectors, as they represent an era of classic minting practices. Despite millions of 1963 nickels being struck, finding one in fine condition today is increasingly rare due to decades of circulation and wear. The 1963 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is instantly recognizable for its classic Monticello design. On the obverse, Jefferson's profile is sharp and distinguished, accompanied by the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," and the year 1963. The reverse showcases Monticello in intricate detail, surrounded by "E Pluribus Unum" and "United States of America." What makes this coin in fine condition particularly special is that, despite signs of circulation, it retains clear details of Jefferson's facial features, hair, and the architecture of Monticello. The even wear across the coin preserves its character and provides collectors with a glimpse into the coin's journey through decades of everyday use. Fine condition coins like this maintain a balance between authenticity and visual appeal, making them valuable additions to any Jefferson nickel collection. While the 1963 Jefferson nickel was minted in substantial numbers, those in fine condition without a mint mark are relatively scarce. Many coins from this period have been lost, heavily circulated, or damaged over time, which makes surviving examples more desirable to collectors. The lack of a mint mark adds historical interest, as it identifies the coin as a Philadelphia Mint issue. Collectors seeking to complete Jefferson nickel sets, or those focused on coins with historical significance, are particularly attracted to these pieces. The combination of rarity, condition, and historical context drives consistent demand, especially among numismatists who value coins that have both age and preserved detail. The market value of a 1963 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in fine condition can vary depending on collector interest, rarity, and provenance. Generally, circulated coins from this year may sell for a few dollars to casual collectors. However, examples in fine condition with strong detail and minimal wear often command higher prices at auctions, sometimes ranging from $278,000 million depending on the coin's appeal and any subtle characteristics that set it apart. Coins that are certified by professional grading services, or those exhibiting exceptional preservation, can fetch premium prices. This demonstrates that even coins that may appear ordinary at first glance can hold significant monetary potential in the right market. For collectors looking to acquire a 1963 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in fine condition, several strategies can increase the chances of success. First, always verify authenticity through a reputable dealer or professional grading service, especially if the coin appears to have unusual features or exceptional detail. Second, avoid aggressive cleaning or polishing, as this can damage the coin's natural surface and reduce its value. Third, pay attention to subtle design details, wear patterns, and toning, which can reveal higher quality examples. Finally, monitor auctions, estate sales, and coin shows, as these coins sometimes appear unexpectedly, giving collectors the opportunity to acquire rare and historically significant pieces. Patience and careful observation are essential for building a valuable Jefferson nickel collection. The 1963 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in fine condition is a fascinating piece of U.S. coinage, offering both historical significance and collector appeal. From Jefferson's enduring legacy to the Philadelphia Mint's craftsmanship, this coin represents a tangible connection to mid-20th century America. Despite decades of circulation, coins that have retained fine detail continue to attract interest and hold substantial value in the collector market. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or just beginning your coin journey, keeping an eye out for these hidden treasures could uncover pieces with remarkable historical and monetary significance. Next up, the 1943 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in worn condition. While many may overlook worn coins as common pocket change, certain examples, even with significant wear, can hold substantial value for collectors and investors. The 1943 Jefferson nickel is particularly fascinating due to its historical context and the fact that it was struck during a pivotal time in U.S. history. In this video, we'll explore the history of this coin, its unique features, why it is in high demand among collectors, its current market value, and expert tips for those looking to add this rare nickel to their collection. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, with a design by Felix Schlag featuring Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. The obverse displays Jefferson's distinguished profile, while the reverse depicts Monticello, his iconic Virginia home. The year 1943 is especially significant because it falls during World War II, a period that influenced both coin production and circulation. Coins without a mint mark were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not imprint a mint mark at that time, making these coins historically interesting. The 1943 nickel is part of the wartime economy and reflects the everyday coins that circulated through the hands of Americans during a momentous period in history. Over the decades, many of these coins have been heavily circulated, worn, or lost, making surviving examples increasingly valuable to collectors. The 1943 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in worn condition still displays the classic Monticello design, albeit with softened details due to circulation. On the obverse, Jefferson's profile is visible, though signs of wear may obscure some of the finer lines in his hair and facial features. The inscriptions, "In God We Trust," and 1943, remain legible, while the reverse shows Monticello with worn edges but still identifiable architectural elements. What makes this coin unique in worn condition is its history and authenticity. The wear tells a story of decades of daily use, giving collectors a tangible connection to the past. Worn coins like this carry a certain charm because they have survived decades of handling, travel, and commerce, and each scratch or mark adds to their narrative. While the 1943 Jefferson nickel was minted in large quantities, finding ones that have survived to this day, even in worn condition, is becoming increasingly rare. Collectors highly value these coins for their historical significance, especially those without a mint mark from the Philadelphia Mint. Worn coins can still be highly sought after if they retain clear date and design elements, and coins from this era are essential for completing Jefferson nickel collections. The combination of scarcity, history, and the ability to trace the coin's journey through decades of circulation creates strong collector demand, particularly among numismatists who appreciate coins with authentic wear that tells a story. The value of a 1943 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in worn condition can vary depending on the coin's preservation and collector interest. Generally, heavily circulated examples may sell for $2 million, making them accessible to most collectors. However, certain worn coins that retain a clear date and design features, or that have historical provenance, can achieve higher values at auction, sometimes reaching $2 million. Coins certified by professional grading services, or those with distinctive characteristics despite their worn condition, may command premium prices due to their rarity and collectability. This demonstrates that even coins that appear ordinary at first glance can carry significant monetary and historical value. For collectors interested in acquiring a 1943 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in worn condition, there are several important strategies. First, always ensure authenticity by consulting a reputable dealer or professional grading service. Avoid any cleaning or polishing, as this can damage the coin and reduce its collector value. Examine the details of Jefferson's portrait, Monticello, and the date carefully, even on worn coins, as clarity in these features impacts value. Regularly monitor auctions, estate sales, and coin shows, as rare examples can appear unexpectedly. Patience, research, and attention to detail are key to finding valuable coins, even in worn condition. The 1943 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in worn condition is a fascinating artifact of American history, blending historical significance with collector appeal. From Jefferson's enduring legacy to its role in the everyday economy during World War II, this coin is more than just 5 cents, it is a tangible link to the past. Even with signs of circulation and wear, it remains highly collectible, offering both historical insight and potential monetary value. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a beginner, keeping an eye out for these coins could uncover hidden treasures, as even the most worn examples can tell extraordinary stories and hold remarkable value. Next up, the 1942 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark. While many people might overlook coins from this era, the 1942 nickel is highly significant for collectors, especially because it comes in various conditions that affect its rarity and market value. Whether it's a circulated coin showing years of wear or a well-preserved uncirculated specimen, this nickel has captured the attention of numismatists around the world. In this video, we'll examine the history of this coin, its unique features, why collectors value it so highly, current market prices, and tips for acquiring one for your collection. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938 to replace the Buffalo nickel, featuring a design by Felix Schlag that honored Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. The obverse depicts Jefferson's profile, while the reverse features Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia home. The year 1942 holds particular historical importance because it falls during the early years of World War II, when the U.S. economy and coin production were affected by the war effort. Coins without a mint mark from this year were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not imprint coins with a mint mark at the time. This makes these nickels historically interesting, as they reflect the coinage practices of the era and provide a tangible connection to life in the United States during wartime. Despite millions being minted, finding examples in different conditions, especially those that have survived with clear details, has become increasingly challenging. The 1942 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark showcases the classic Monticello design. On the obverse, Jefferson's profile is accompanied by the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," and the year, 1942. The reverse shows Monticello with its recognizable architecture, framed by the words, "E pluribus unum," and "United States of America." What makes these coins particularly interesting is the variety of conditions in which they exist today. Circulated coins may show worn features, softened edges, and smooth surfaces, while uncirculated or lightly circulated examples retain crisp details and original luster. Some coins may also display natural toning or minor minting anomalies, which can further enhance their appeal and rarity. Each condition tells a story, whether of decades of circulation in everyday commerce or careful preservation by collectors. The 1942 Jefferson nickel was minted in large numbers. Coins in high-grade or well-preserved condition are increasingly rare. Even circulated coins that maintain legible dates and recognizable design features are sought after, particularly by collectors completing Jefferson nickel sets or those specializing in coins from the World War II era. The lack of a mint mark adds historical interest, identifying it as a Philadelphia Mint issue. Collectors prize these coins not only for their scarcity but also for the historical context they represent. The combination of age, design, and condition has created consistent demand in the collector market, making even ordinary-looking coins desirable if they retain enough detail and authenticity. The value of a 1942 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark varies depending on its condition and any unique features. Heavily circulated coins might sell for a few dollars, making them accessible to most collectors. Coins in fine condition with clear details typically fetch higher prices, ranging from $821,000 million or more at auctions, depending on demand and the coin's provenance. Well-preserved uncirculated examples or those with distinctive characteristics, such as unique toning or mint errors, can reach several $821,000 million or more. Coins that have been professionally graded by reputable services often achieve premium prices, reflecting both their rarity and the high interest among collectors. For collectors seeking a 1942 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark, several strategies can increase the chances of finding valuable examples. First, always verify authenticity through reputable dealers or professional grading services. Avoid cleaning or polishing, as this can damage the coin and reduce its value. Carefully examine the coin for the legibility of the date, clarity of Jefferson's portrait, and details of Monticello, as these factors significantly affect value. Monitor auctions, coin shops, and estate sales, as rare examples in better conditions can appear unexpectedly. Patience, research, and attention to detail are essential for collectors who want to find high-quality examples and build meaningful collections. The 1942 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in different conditions is a fascinating coin that combines historical significance with collector appeal. From its connection to Thomas Jefferson and the Philadelphia Mint to its role in everyday American commerce during World War II, this nickel is more than just 5 cents, it is a piece of history. Whether worn from decades of circulation or preserved in higher grade condition, these coins are highly collectible and can hold impressive value in the right hands. For both seasoned collectors and beginners, keeping an eye out for these rare nickels could reveal hidden treasures and connect you to a remarkable era of U.S. coinage. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more hidden treasures from the world of numismatics.